talked to Mac and Phil yesterday, and they talked about how you're uber focused on a couple of things that didn't go right, some of the misses, and I think Phil said that it's a bad omen to focus on the positive things. You just want to go on the negatives. How much did you fixate on the negatives? What were some of the things you pulled out that are point of emphasis to you?
Yeah, no doubt. You obviously, back when you watch the film, the things that point out to you are usually the negatives. I think some of my footwork is just kind of easy stuff, run footwork. Sometimes in the pocket I feel like I was a little jittery, maybe slid up, maybe sometimes pressure that was kind of not there, and I caused it maybe a little bit. But other than that, maybe could have thrown some, maybe could have wished I had a few throws back. But other than that, yeah, that's mainly what I got from watching it back.
Do you allow yourself to be satisfied with some elements of what you do, or is it just strictly, I got to find these 4 or 5 things that didn't go right, that's all I'm going to worry about?
Yeah, I think that's a tough question. I think it's kind of a balance of both. Just trying to, not to get too high on the good plays, and just trying to kind of ground out the negative plays and see what I could fix and just help the team, execute the play next time.
Going into the App State game, you're going against kind of an older quarterback. Like, what's your thought process going against that? Anything nerves shaking up, or are you feeling pretty confident about that?
Yeah, Chase Bryce has been a lot of places, and he's he spent his time, and he's a good player. So I wouldn't say as much kind of nerves going into it. I think last week helped with that, but just trying to it's a big game, and it's getting hyped up, and we're in here talking about in our meeting talking about some of the crowd noise that's going to happen. It's going to be a hostile game, but I think that makes hopefully getting out of there with a win just that much sweeter.
Do y'all do anything to prepare for the crowd noise, the hostile environment in terms of silent counts, claps? Is there anything prep-wise for that?
Yeah, I think that's one of the good things about the clap. I think that's you can kind of hear it, really no matter what. I think, Virginia Tech last year, I didn't think we had any problems. But we'll play some crowd noise and make some loud music during team periods to try to simulate that. But really, at the end of the day, it's nothing kind of simulate the hostile fans, whether it's at Virginia Tech or App State. So.
Joe, you mentioned after last game you heard from Sam and also your brother, sort of congratulating you on your first start. Have you heard anything from them to sort of prepare you for this environment that you're about to step into?
Yeah, I was talking to Luke yesterday. He just kind of said keep the main thing. And that's just going out there 1-0 each week. And for him, he played a lot more games than football used to play. They play like 30, 35 seasons. So these 12, that's all you got. You're looking forward to it every Saturday. So just going in 1-0 and take each play once at a time.
You guys have been winning a lot. Y'all have been winning too many games on the road last year. So what are you all talking about? About trying to get that taste out of your mouth going on the road this week, especially in a place like Boone that's going to be like sold out in their biggest game